so happy that you had the opportunity to tune in for our healing session for the day. I just hope that you find peace and relaxation and calm in your life. And I really, really, really appreciate you all coming here and anchoring this down in your practice. So without further ado, let's get started. So today I'm just going to do a pure healing session, and I'm going to use my favorite crystal. This is selenite. So my selenite wand, I really, really love it. When I do my meditation practice or any type of channeling, I just put it right here on my chest as I meditate. I might hold black tourmaline. I might hold calcite. I'll hold something else. But this, I put it on my chest. And energetically, this just resonates so much better for me than any other crystal. I use clear quartz as well, but for some reason selenite is just, it just takes to me much better. And I'm very used to using a lot of grounding crystals. That kind of was what I stuck with for many years. Black tourmaline, obsidian, jet. But I've been getting into other crystal types and just trying it out and just really being receptive to it. And I just noticed energetically I feel so much different with this. It's so powerful. And so I definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to try it. It's very inexpensive, to be honest with you. So this is selenite, and you've seen it before, and I love this wand. And of course, for some protection, I have some amethyst. It's a really dark and dreamy amethyst. I'm not sure if you can see the color, but it's very, very beautiful. And it kind of gives me the feeling of like a little wand, a little nugget, big enough so that you can hold and that you can really use for your meditation practice. So as always, let's go ahead and come together and let's just open it up. With your permission, may I say a prayer? Thank you. Dear Mother, Father God, all those here for our highest good, the Ascendant Masters, the Reiki Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kadumi, Metatron and your healing rays, all the archangels, and all those here for our greatest good. Please connect us as a community. Connect us and ground us in our individual lives to know that we are loved and that we have purpose and that there is a light at the end of the tunnel if we are going through any difficult times. Again, we do all of this in the name of I am. Take a deep breath in, filling up. Exhale, let it go. Take another deep breath, filling up. Exhale, let it go. Now from here, just continue to relax your body. We're going to clear out any energetic blockages. When we're working with energy work, there's three primary issues, three primary things that happen. Either you have too much energy in a place, so it's starting to build up. Not enough energy in a place, so it's deficient, or the energy is just not moving. So that's why it's really important that if you go to a healing practitioner, that they understand this concept, that they are rooted in faith and being able to help you with your needs so that you get the treatment that you need to. So continue to breathe here. Finding space. Breathing in. Allowing this to pull any blockages away. You can also pull the blockage out to cut it. Again, another pulling to cut. Pull to cut. over our body, cleansing our aura, releasing any fear, negativity, self-doubt, or over self-talk. To be okay with who you are, as you are, no matter where you are in your healing path. To trust your intuition, to trust yourself, pulling out. And I'm going to start pulling out from you. Pull out. I'm going to chop it. Pull out. Chop. Again, pull out. Chop. Pull out. Chop. So just taking anything away. Letting it release. Letting it go. Finding peace in yourself. Releasing anything. Releasing any setbacks. And just allowing yourself to feel comfortable with yourself. I know that's the hardest part. And we may say, oh yes, rationally, we should feel comfortable with ourselves. But it can be tough at times. And I'm a really big thinker. So sometimes the best thing for me is to just to disassociate the thoughts or the mindset, trying to rationalize why. And I just accept as is. My recent mantra has been, I find confidence in humbling myself. And you all may not know, but I am also a yoga teacher. And I've been teaching yoga for quite a few years. And being a teacher is one aspect. But being a student, forever student in energy work, forever student in yoga, is another path too. Whenever you see someone who you think is a teacher, just know that they understand where you're coming from as a student. You might feel a little nervous that first time that you've come into a yoga class or to do energy work. You might feel like, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to know all this extensive knowledge in crystal work. You don't. Believe me, I still feel nervous myself. And I've taught numerous classes. And I've done numerous sessions. I've been active in my own meditation practice for 15 years. I've been teaching and guiding meditation for the last 7 to 10 years. And I still get nervous. And I used to get very angry at myself or just frustrated. Why? You know, you would have thought that I would have got the hang of this by now. But the reality is, you know, we're all still people. And I think the greatest gift that we can give to ourselves is just to give ourselves a break. Instead of saying, I'm going to be happy and whole when I feel this way, just give yourself a break and try your hardest to feel whatever way you want to feel, whether that's peace or love or patience, and do it with minimal effort. I used to hear all the time when I would train for yoga in my training to become a teacher, you know, yoga is one of those things where you should just try to be a C student. And why you should try to be a C student is because you never want to hurt yourself. You never want to get so just stuck on trying to control everything that you're losing the essence of it. There's discipline that's required, but there's also this ease in life, in what you do, that you can only learn by just letting be. And sometimes when we have setbacks, obstacles in health, that teaches us really how to just be at peace with ourselves. For my own healing story, the reason why I got into energy work is because I was having a lot of health conditions. I had migraines for well over a decade, to the point where I had to be hospitalized when I would get them. I had amenorrhea, and so if you don't know what that is, I didn't have periods on my own. I didn't have a menstrual cycle on my own. I had to use birth control, progesterone, all of these chemicals in my body, and I tried very, very hard to look for alternative medicine, and some things worked and some things didn't work. I started to develop a condition called cholinergic urticaria, and what that means is that when I would sweat, I would get hives, and I developed a cyst on my left ovary. I developed eating issues. I developed this just chronic, just kind of annoying lower back pain, and I was just going into a state of anxiety and depression, and it all really just started to hit me in 2016. So if you've seen some of my videos before, I often talk about, 2016 being a hard year, and it was just very difficult for me health-wise. I had lived a life in which I felt like I had tried my best to put my health into perspective. But, illness will pull you in the right direction if you allow it to be. And so that's why I'm really channeling this mantra of I find my confidence in humbling myself, because it took getting sick and getting frustrated and very uncomfortable to just put some priorities down and let myself heal, just to relax and to heal in my own life. And that took some time. It meant changing who I was. It opened up some beautiful things, because I then became a Reiki master practitioner, because I was receiving Reiki and healing. I was taking energy healing more serious, because I had, exhausted conventional medicine. I was getting to the point where I was exhausting alternative medicine. So I was starting to look at more energetic medicine. And if you've heard it in my story before, I went and I saw a medium who was also a Reiki master. She turned out to be my Reiki teacher. And I was able to just have a conversation with her. And just that conversation, her words were so healing that I significantly decreased the amount of migraines that I had at that moment. And it's crazy. We're having a conversation. She didn't even perform any Reiki on me in the time, but she just gave me some perspective. And I realized that the way I was living my life was not healthy for my body. I believed in this energy work, but I felt like I didn't know how to believe in front of other people. I didn't want others to look at me and think, she's weird or she's different. But then at the same time, I also didn't want to be stuck in a box where, she's just this is only her. And so I struggled, like most people, to balance the two. And I'm realizing now that it's just all a part of the journey, Everybody has that feeling where someone might look outside of yourself and say, oh, they got it all together, and who don't worry about that kind of stuff. I know I do that to other people, but then for yourself, you have all of these feelings and all of these confusion. And I think it's just every day, especially when you root down in your healing practice, to just settle into yourself a little bit more. Just have the confidence and put everything down and just be okay with yourself. I think that's the greatest gift you can do. And stick to what it is that you feel like your calling is. I believe my calling is this metaphysical work. It's something that I've always enjoy and that I like to consume a lot of information. I like to always be learning. And so this is the gift that I share with you all, to ignite your own personal gifts, whatever that is. And to have that confidence to let you know that I'm going through the things that you're going through. And we're going to get through it on the other end. And we can have that beauty and that light and that understanding in ourselves. So if you want to know, my health has drastically improved. It came from creating boundaries in my life. My migraine significantly decreased when I started to create boundaries at work and in friendships and in close relationships. And I started to use homeopathy. I go to a naturopathic doctor whose focus is in homeopathy, and that's helped me to regulate my cycle. It's helped in some other conditions too. I'm still working on the cholinergic urticaria. Sometimes hives can be attributed to trauma, and I definitely experienced trauma in 2016. I just had a whole breakdown. But you know what? It was a false sense of who I needed to be, and it broke down, and I'm just working to build myself back up. So just, of course, send me love and prayer in the way that I send you love and prayer towards that journey. But it is so much better in general. And so I say all of this to say, whatever you're going through, no matter how big, or even if you feel like you need to diminish it and say it's small, no matter what it is, stay at it. There's a path, and it's leading you in the right direction, and it's giving you some insight into your life and into your heart that I think really is going to open the door for you. If I hadn't gotten sick, I wouldn't be able to share this practice with you all today. And that's really what I appreciate. And just know that no matter what you go through, no matter how tough, believe me, I've been there. I understand. So it's okay, just give yourself a break. And we have our amethyst as well. Amethyst is really a sign of protection, a sign of healing, but opening up the crown chakra too. And I just want you to imagine you're breathing in this amethyst, and you're releasing anything that is no longer serving you. Continue to breathe. And exhale. Letting your aura be washed over. Letting your heart be open. Letting there be a greater understanding of everything you're going through. Everything that was there. Everything that will continue to grow. Everything that is full. Everything that is peaceful. Just sending some distant energy to you. Just letting you all know how much I love you, how much I appreciate you, and how happy I am that we have crossed paths. Sending nothing but love. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. So let's go ahead and close this session out today. Until next time.